First impressions on driving a car like this, what are you gonna say? It's a Rolls-Royce. It's very nice. It's very comfortable. The suspension, oh my god, it's just, people always talk about Rolls-Royces having this magic carpet ride, and I'm telling you now that it is 100% true. The way this car just glides over speed bumps and potholes and any other imperfections on the road, it's just absolutely phenomenal. The other thing that I've just noticed is that the visibility around the car is great. I mean, obviously this is a really big car. It's 5 meters long. It's about 2 meters wide. It's wider than most public buses, and so it really takes a lot to maneuver it. But that just, it gets a little easier because you have all this visibility around. Although I am going to complain about the lack of blind spot assist on this particular car, which, I mean, if you're paying over $300,000 for something this expensive and this nice, you want blind spot assist, you want adaptive cruise control, you want all these other features. That being said, even the features that it does have, stuff like heads-up display and pedestrian warning system, these systems are very difficult to kind of figure out. I've been spending quite a lot of time with this car. I took it for about a 300 kilometer cruise today, and I still couldn't figure out how to use the heads-up display or any of the other systems. I got the lane departure warning to work, but that's about it. And that just, it never ceases to amaze me. I mean, as a package, I feel like the Bentley Continental GT is just better equipped and better, what is it? Okay, so it's just brought up a message saying, at the next opportunity, add 2 liters of engine oil and see owner's handbook. That's really funny to me because I don't think Rolls-Royce owners would ever open up their hoods and look at their engines and try and do stuff, So I'm just going to dismiss that.
Now, I just want to take the time to point out that this car has 2 primary camera systems. One that's a 360-degree top view camera, and the other is a duo of front wing mounted cameras that provide good visibility in case you're trying to pull out into a busy street and you can't see because of its massive bonnet or hood. What's also strange is that there is no blind spot monitoring, and there's no adaptive cruise control. And in the world that we live in right now, with Teslas in it, that is simply unacceptable. I'm not saying that these features aren't available as options. I'm saying that if you spent north of $300,000 on a car, that should be made standard. And the iDrive system is from an older generation BMW, which means that if you even attempt to navigate to anything in particular, it will bury you in 15 million different menus, and then you won't be able to find your way out.
I know what all of you are here for. You want to know what kind of power it has and what sort of acceleration it's capable of, which is not necessarily the thing that Rolls-Royce owners care most about, as long as the car is comfortable and it's spacious and it's smooth, which this one is. It doesn't really matter how fast it is. And I'm going to quote Rolls-Royce on this and say, the power is adequate. But for those amongst us who are all hooligans, I'll give you the figures. It's a 6.6 liter twin turbo V12. It pushes about 624 horsepower, 605 pounds-feet of torque. It's actually more powerful than the Lamborghini Huracan that I drove a few weeks ago. But it doesn't feel that way. It delivers that power in a very, very different way. I mean, because we're on a highway here, I'm gonna gonna floor it. Oh my god! That is way faster than something this big and this heavy needs to be traveling at. And the other thing is, the brakes on this car are not really super confidence inspiring. So yeah.
So in conclusion, everything that you've probably heard about this car is true. It's comfortable, it's extremely quiet. I mean, you're not gonna believe this, but I actually left the engine on and forgot about it because I just couldn't hear it. And the fact remains that even today, nothing comes close to having the spirit of ecstasy sit with grace on top of your bonnet and the sheer respect and presence that the Rolls-Royce badge commands.